Hello. I wanted to start this video off by thanking everyone for donating to my GoFundMe and sending me money for my well-being. As I touched on in my GoFundMe note, I'm currently in a place where it's really impossible for me to actually get to work. I actually don't have enough money to get to work, so I am relocating. I am not staying in Colorado. I definitely just got to a point where I was asking myself if New Orleans really made sense for me to go back to. I feel like I've had some great times in New Orleans. I feel like I've had some really great times in New Orleans. I've met some good people in New Orleans. Part of me is feeling almost as if I'm not really wanting to be in Colorado because I'm no longer with Sydney. Even though the breakup has been really hard on me, I really truly feel as if, you know, maybe, you know, a change of housing is really what I need, not really to relocate fully. So I again wanted to let folks know that my GoFundMe link is still up on my IG if folks wanted to donate. But I also wanted to say thank you to the folks who have already donated because I have been really appreciative. You know, it's been, as I said, just really rough being out here and not having a support system. My partner and I obviously no longer, you know, being together obviously changes things and the dynamic. So it's been a really emotional time for me, I guess, to, you know, not to get all up in my business. It's been an emotional time for me. So recently, a friend of mine, someone that I actually met through the internet, her name is Virginia. What up, Virginia? She actually sent me a tarot card deck that has quickly become my favorite deck. When you started following me, if you've been following my tarot journey, my first deck, I literally cannot even remember the name of it. It was so long ago that I had that deck. Most recently, I've been using the African American tarot deck. But right now, I am primarily using the Slow Holler deck. What I love about the Slow Holler deck is that there are over 30 artists that worked on this deck. So the art is very eclectic, but somehow is able to flow. There were 3 writers who also worked on the project, and they all have Southern ties. I'm not sure exactly where in the South these folks are from. It was not specified on the Slow Holler Tarot website or Big Cartel. I really do appreciate the imagery as well as the colors that they used in this deck. When you first get this deck, you're going to open it up and you're going to notice that they actually include a beautiful cloth that has been just adorned. Get into this. I'm trying to... Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Can I get a focus, girl? One thing you're going to notice about the Slow Holler Tarot deck is that there are different court cards and there are also different suits. Usually, you know, we look at pentacles, we look at swords, we look at wands, we look at chalices. In this particular tarot, you'll notice the stones, knives, vessels. I think with vessels you'll notice, you know, that mason jar, so I feel like that definitely is giving me some southern vibes for sure. And then you see branches, and then there's branches. You'll also notice there are constellations all over this tarot cloth, which is really lovely. It's very light, as you can see, so it's not very heavy. Now, before I show you the cards, because I know you're so ready to see the cards, I'm going to show you the tarot book that actually comes with the cards, and it has a really beautiful design. Now, this is the front of the tarot book. Isn't that really cool? And then this is the back. Alright, you see that? Eyes open, eyes closed. And here you have the name of the deck, Slow Holler. The cool thing about this book is when you actually get into it, they actually have a little how-to on how to read cards. And if you actually get into it, what they're really trying to say is there's no right way or wrong way, and that, you know, you need to put your intention in it, and, you know, you get what you put in. And they also include, you know, daily draws, 3-card spreads, just different ways for you to do spreads on cards. They talk about reversals actually here. So that's really interesting because some people don't believe in reversals actually with cards. I'm on the fence. It's not like every person I read is sitting right across from me, so I feel like that's definitely something that I think about when I'm reading. When they talk about reversals, they say you may choose to read the cards the same way whether they flip right side or upside down. That's totally fine. Alternatively, you may decide to read them differently if they appear reversed. In understanding reversals, it may be helpful to think of the inverted card as indicating the presence of the card's energy, but on a lower level or somehow blocked. I've definitely heard that before, that some people don't think it's the exact opposite of what the card means, that it's that the energy for perhaps that action is missing or low or is being blocked, as you know the book said. So I definitely think I would subscribe to that more so than the absolute opposite of the card. But it also, again, depends on the spread and depends on what we're talking about. I think it can really change, you know, from reading to reading. The coolest part about the book is that the book actually gives you in-depth details on what the cards mean and how to apply them to a reading. So I feel like this is probably the most interactive book. Gives you so much encouragement, lots of validation inside of it. And one of the reasons why I like the deck so much, it's very rare that you're going to get this level of explanation on a non-major arcana card in a tarot book. And sometimes when people get a deck, this is what they use to kind of get in tune with the cards. A lot of people ask me what books I use. I use the internet. I'm a modern witch. I'm very stingy when it comes to buying books. I would much rather bootleg the PDF. So I can definitely link you guys to some cool PDFs that I found and just some cool articles about tarot. I'm always keeping my mind open to finding new ways to relate to the cards, to relate to astrology, to relate to the zodiac. I definitely am always very intrigued at how people can, you know, see what I see, but in a different way, you know, perspective. So I'm definitely someone that utilizes the internet to find out more about cards, signs, the planets, and, you know, their alignments and what that means for myself. What I wanted to do was show you guys my major arcana cards. I feel like the sun is going down, unfortunately. I kind of didn't play this right. So I'm trying to just, you know, get the best lighting for my major arcanas because they are gorgeous. They are so beautiful. Look at the backs of these cards. Get into that detail. Get into that color work. So pretty, so intricate. And you can just tell, you know, when these are on the table, they garner attention. And this is just the back of them. So beautiful. Get into all of these major arcana. I'm giving you a little sneaky peeky because I want to go all the way in on them, okay? I don't want to just sit here and be like, this one, this one. I want you to get into these cards. I want to talk about them. I want to manifest on them. I want to talk about which cards in the major arcana are associated with different signs, because a lot of people don't realize that tarot and zodiac, astrology, look at this, the navigator would pop up when I'm saying that. It's all intertwined. Yes, the guild. Yes. And as I said, these cards are not at all like your Rider-Waite. These are not anything like the Rider-Waites. They're much more beautiful, much more vibrant. Look at this, the Lovers. Yes. Get into it. Very beautiful. So as I said, I want to do a video. Please like this video. Let me know if you want to see more, if you want to hear me talk about these cards. Get into the fortune card, Fortuna. Fortuna. Please leave some feedback on this video and let me know if you want to see a tarot review. I would love to go deep into the cards, but I really do want to just gauge you guys' interest and see how you guys are feeling. I'm also doing one card reads on Periscope, so if you guys are interested, come on there. My name is @Marfmellow, so boop, @Marfmellow on Periscope, and I am using these cards. I am using the book to read with these cards because they are different than any deck I've ever used. And also the definitions are really amazing and affirming. So I really just want you guys to, you know, let me know how you feel. If you'd like to see these cards more, if you'd like to learn more about, you know, astrology and tarot and how they are linked, definitely like this video, share, subscribe, and thanks for watching.